Oh man, I'm legitimately sad about this one, guys. Oh man. I'm sad but also excited because our story is coming to an end. And so I am legitimately excited about this, but also kind of sad that, it's almost over. So, but welcome back to Beacon Pines. I'm not sure if this is the last episode or maybe the second to last. We're getting very close. This is the final recording session for me for sure. And depending on how long this is, we could be looking at the end right here. We kind of already know what's going to happen, but we don't know how it's going to play out. Last one, let's just get right into it. Thank you, Hiding Spot Games and fellow traveler. When we left off, we were with Luca, who had snuck into the Perennial Harvest building. They had snuck in through a crate with Beck and our buddy Rollo. And so everybody snuck into the building. They found their way to the various parts. Luca found his way to the president's office, where he ran into somebody. We'll get to that. And then our buddy Rollo and Beck went to go save Beck's mother. So now everybody's going to try and escape. So where we're at now is Luca's in the office off screen right now, but Beck and Rollo are with Beck's mother. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember her name. I was trying to remember her name. Luca's with Solomon. There we go. I knew it would come to me.
It's your good buddy Rollo here. Let's get right back into it. Luca, we've got Dr. Moonwell heading your way now.
Roger that. Be careful. All right. Everything's on track.
And what is your plan for escape?
We'll go over... Take a break. Breathe. Relax. I'm excited that this is the end, but I'm a little overexcited, I think. I'm like, my heart is literally racing right now. I love this little, anyway. We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe you can dig up some more info? Maybe we can. Malice, 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now.
What's that?
I said I shouldn't bother you right now.
Don't be silly. You're not bothering at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked.
Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected.
Just see if I can interact with the coat rack. See what Solomon says. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon.
You needn't worry about me.
Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Interesting. And lastly, the desk. This is such a little, because please make sure you've seen, because spoilers, make sure you've seen the previous episode so you know what's going on at this point. Spoilers. Solomon, right here, this guy, this little dude, he's involved with all of this. I don't want to give away too much, but I love the little detail here. If you know what I'm talking about, if you know the little detail, if you've been watching it, you've been following along. It's good, right? It's good. You've been binging it. I have. Maybe you have. Maybe I don't know. But if you're just anyway, That's so stupid. I hate that I said that. If you see what I'm talking about right here, this little thing right here, this chair, it's cute. It's a good little nod. That's all I gotta say. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party?
Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Oh, here's everybody.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Oh no, who could it be? Hopefully it's not guards. And hopefully it's our friends. Yes!
Lock it, lock it, lock it!
Locked.
That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards.
We barely got away. Did they follow you? Uh-oh, they did. Rollo.
Before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now?
Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business.
We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door?
Of course.
Uh-oh. Everyone else, huddle up.
Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough.
Solomon, no.
Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Moodwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer. All connected by a single thread. Yours truly.
But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha! Yes. Now you got it.
Tempus Liquium, you discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Moodwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste.
That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work.
Which you did, admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool! You have no idea what you have in your hands. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him.
Luca! Over here! Move another inch, and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan.
I'll smash it, I swear.
Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by somebody smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
I wasn't recording any of that. I am an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to read. It won't be any different for y'all, but it'll be different for me because I'm an idiot. I have to fix all that in post. It won't be hard. I'll just have to redo all the voices and all the things. And I said some lines in there that I thought were really good, and I'm not going to even have them. Now I'm sad, but it's fine. Wait, what? Okay, we're fine. There's just no game audio right now. I'm just really upset. I did that. That was really dumb of me, and it was all because I checked my notes.
That's a good girl.
Beck, don't do it.
We can't trust that jerk.
I'm sorry. He's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn.
I don't understand. How is this all because of me?
I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. Festive mites that are festive.
Woo, we're little tiny mites, we're party! Woo! That was dumb. That was really stupid.
You stupid!
What the fuck is that word? Oh my god. That's when you know you just are overthinking things. It's festivities. I was literally just about to look up how to read it, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me, Anthony? It's festivities. Just stop and read it for a second. We all have those moments where it's just like, what the fuck? Cologne. What the fuck is cologne? Oh, cologne.
Let me try that one more time.
Get the lift, get the giggles out.
After the festivities and my subsequent ascensions, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door.
Well, crap.
I can't believe Beck sold us out like that.
Oof. Sorry you feel that way, buddy, but it's not like that. She just had no choice. I'm not sure she had any other choice.
So what now?
What's the plan? I don't have one.
Of course you do. You always have a plan.
Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Just give me a minute to calm my mind.
Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just... we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now.
Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer.
What sort of note?
Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hopes that it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you.
Why? What did it say?
It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest Liquium.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Did she... is she...
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work.
And it cost him his life.
That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tulliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
I think you can guess. Oh, yeah. Gran, what are you doing here?
Luca, what are you doing here?
We are here to save Nellie.
We're here to save Rollo.
Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awfully nice of you.
But I'm fine.
Oh no, what did they...
Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No!
Well, I guess that's it. We lost.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Uh-oh, let's go back. Okay. So, we have junk, we have change, and we have malice. I'm going to do these in a particular order, is all I'm going to say. I think that these are various things that we should look into. I think that we can always come back, of course, but let's start with the little junk. Let me do that in her voice. I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. Ugh.
How did ashes get into the vial?
It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway.
Pa always says, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals.
Huh?
Hard to kick.
Good one, Rollo.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines.
Hooray? Question mark?
A chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future.
Yeah.
The end.
Little intense, a little like, I don't know if we had to kill the guy, but...
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Yeah, exactly. It's good he's gone, but...
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Well, it gives you the option to end on that note. I don't know why. It's just nice to see all the places we went. And wow, look at all of this. Wow. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I can't say that enough. Thank you all so much for coming on this journey. Let's finish out this story with a little something different. Let's see what happens if we change the recipe with something else. I mean, let's get all these endings in here because it's pretty easy. I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yup. Dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Confetti! I love the confetti and how just it's just like a little of confetti. It's not even like a lot of confetti. It's just enough to be like, well, that was something. Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey.
Damn, dude. The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again.
Good. Later. Kerr, you creepy
Watching
jerk.
the silhouette
He's
of
just a
Kerr
jerk.
disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh.
Yes, as he should.
First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
Oh, that's a little better. But
That was unexpected.
yeah.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say?
Exactly.
I'm only writing the damn thing.
And as we all know, this is a story about change. I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change?
Your unlucky penny! Yeah, I plopped it into the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now, we observe.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Huh?
Holy crap, he's a baby! Let me try that again.
Oh, man. I'm laughing because I'm just like, Rolo would be a dad, and he'd be like, holy crap, he's a baby! Just Rolo as a dad when he sees his kid. Sorry. Let me try that again.
It's a good buddy, Rolo. I'm a good dad, and I'm gonna try that again. Holy crap, he's a baby!
Yeah, but he's still sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we...
We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father. young Sharper.
That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
He is a cute baby, though. He's got that little scowl on his face. He's got those eyebrows. Okay, everyone. The show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
The epilogue. And you know what? I think I'm just going to include this. This is going to be a long end. It's going to be an ending, but it's going to be a long, but it's going to be an ending.
Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
Oh,
After
man,
everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable.
Bearable, yeah. Middle school was bearable. I never liked school. I lived in an area that had a pretty high Jewish community, and so when I went to school, like, September was really nice because there were a handful of Jewish holidays in there that we would get off for the school year, which was really nice. Anyway, I am not Jewish, by the way. Going back to school in August was always like, oh, man. I always dreaded it, and I don't think that will ever change. It's like you just got 3 months of relaxation. How are you going to go back to something that's supposed to be harder than the year before?
The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Rollo, are you up yet?
Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by?
Be there in a minute. Let's go check in with Rollo at the treehouse. We've done so much. We've done so much. Look at all of these. Oh, man. I'll go through them slower so you guys can look at them and appreciate them. But, man, we've done a lot. This has been a great little story. Thank you all. If you watched one episode, you watched all of them. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for anything. I don't usually say this, and I try not to say this because I respect y'all. I'm just going to say this right now. I respect y'all. I feel like if you enjoy the video, you will like the video. If you want to share your thoughts on something about the video, you'll comment on the video. And I encourage you to share your thoughts. I love hearing people's thoughts and criticisms, etc. Just keep it, appropriate, etc. And so, additionally, I also know and respect you because if you like me, you like my content, you like what I'm doing here, you like this story, you like this kind of stuff, I encourage you to subscribe, but only if you want to. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, I care, of course. I'm gonna out myself right now. Every time I get a subscribe, I think I'm sitting around 9, 10, and that's as of recording this. Like I would go check, but I'm not gonna. I have about 9, 10 subscribers. So thank you to every single one of my subscribers. I seriously mean that. And every time I go on and I check the channel or I go to upload something and I see that I got more, like a new like 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, whatever it was, usually 1, I immediately go, oh, I got another subscriber. Oh, let's go. Like I legitimately am like, yes, like let's go, another one. Because it's like, it's nice to know that people enjoy what I'm doing, and it's nice to know that you guys are having fun. And even if you like, I would say like right now, like liking, commenting, all that stuff is amazing. It helps with the, the YouTube algorithm stuff. But more than anything, share it with your friends. Like if you think I'm stupid, funny, I'm somewhere. I know I'm somewhere in between. I'm self-aware enough to laugh at that. But like if you're enjoying what's happening here and you have a buddy or like somebody, it's like just show my stuff to some friends. I would really greatly appreciate it because that's what's going to help. Because I I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best, man. I work a full-time job, and I'm just trying to have some fun, and I'm trying to entertain y'all. And so, if you think that somebody you know would like my stuff, feel free. I encourage you, share it. Do whatever. And so, thank you. If you've done, I've seen people. The views are just great. Like I gotta say, like thank you for watching. Period. So yeah, just thank you so much. And yeah, I just wanted to say all that. I'm getting real sappy and like cheesy, but I'm trying to be literally trying to be as genuine as possible, sounding as cheesy as fuck. But I mean it. I do. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any of the likes or comments or anything that comes along the way. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to try not to go anywhere. So hopefully you guys continue to hang out. I appreciate it.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Good. That's nice for Mom. Yeah, we can't call her Gran anymore. She's just Mom. Just an older version of our Mom. Oh, she's got jam in the way. Mom, I'm ready to go now.
You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it.
Oh, she gave us little pats. Turn the sink on. Don't think we can interact with anything else. I'm just going to do this because I know there's somebody who's like, but what about outside? There's nothing different outside. In this book, I don't think we can interact with it. No, we can't. So nothing outside. You know what's outside? A waste of time. Oh! Oh, man. I love the epilogue of this story. I think we can go up here. And look at that. Something's been moved. I wonder where. Oh, yes, we got one! Right before the end! I was hoping we'd get one. Hey, it's Roxy. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the maximum capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she would write me a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finishing his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but is just too dang proud to tell you. I know. How nice. Whee! Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going?
Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful. Let me try that again. He's excited now. He's happy. He's not so tired all the time. I'm so grateful to Lona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy.
Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalk. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Oh, how lovely.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new office.
You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling.
I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here, this is something I can be proud of.
Good for you, Gus. How's the napping this morning?
The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day.
Nice. Later, buddy. I see you decided on a name.
Yep, we had to clear out all the other stuff before putting on the finishing touches. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official.
I like it.
It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow.
Aww.
Our motto is, go slow and fix things.
Amen to that.
I think I've given him a different voice every time he's spoken. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta go to the treehouse. Oh, all right. Yeah, this episode is getting a little long, but that's okay. It's the funnel. It's the funnel. It's the funnel, guys. It's the funnel.
He had a real laid back.
I don't remember what voice I...
Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, and honest to goodness, flippin' floppin', swimming swamming, fish.
I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here.
Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen.
What'd you do with the fish?
Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow.
You keep hoping.
A little higher.
Yup,
A little lower.
yup,
Little higher.
yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him that it's not the angle?
Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign.
Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back.
Who, me?
Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine.
If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit.
You're right. Lead the way.
Let's go to Beck's house. You know we're talking to everybody. What's today's news that needs knowing?
I'll give you tomorrow's headlines today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montague, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I was reading that correctly and just had to continue with the excitement. At the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft.
Young Mr. Van Holt.
How's little Solomon, Sharper, doing?
Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I.
So we do a little strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Moodwill, and she felt that Chopper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
Aw, she's a good mom. That would be acceptable. Oh, she's a good mom. She's a good daughter. Mom, daughter. It's weird. It's just weird.
Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house?
I don't really have time. Oh, Zariel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso.
Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something.
Pfft, as if I know.
It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares.
Aw, these two are cute.
No, I'm not. I'm not cute. Shut up.
He looked to his friend with a thankful mild smile. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh. Oh, hello, Luca. How are you?
Really good, actually.
That's wonderful. Did I miss anything?
I think you're pretty much up to speed. Yeah, I would agree. That's so cute. We gotta go smack the melon, of course. We gotta go smack the melon. I don't care, no touching. I'ma smack the melon.
Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks. Just saying hello.
Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam?
Already?
It's funny. I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam.
Hey, Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour?
Sure thing.
My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he means to say builds calluses.
Builds character.
Yeah, it builds something, all right. Wow, back for seconds? It's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed, and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree.
I would agree as well. It's not around for a long time, but it is delicious. And of course, I'll talk to Dawn on the way out.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase?
That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility.
Excuse me. Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine. I'll wait. And so in this epilogue, you can do like the sandwich stuff in the diner for mom's memories and the fishing spot for dad's. But I'll leave that for y'all. If y'all ever decide to play this game, I'll let you finish that because that leads to some cute little stuff.
I'm glad you swing by.
Oh, goodbye, Dawn. I'll miss you. More follow-up questions for your story?
Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City. And they offered me an internship.
Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. You are, Dawn.
I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of writes itself, if you think about it.
Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter.
Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into.
Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over.
Ha! We both know that's not true.
What makes you say that?
Call it a reporter's intuition.
Love you, Dawn. Goodbye. Out of the way. We got places to go, people to talk to. We can go in the library, and I will go in the library.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
Aww.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it in a new lab. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
I'm glad they're friends.
I can't believe it's over.
Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf.
The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue.
How was it?
As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now.
Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new.
Any suggestions?
You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it.
Huh. Maybe I'll do that.
And you can read all the books. They're all just puns. I think
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic?
Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold.
Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time.
I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice.
At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go.
Sure thing.
Same to all of you. Glad I got to share this with all of you. How poetic. I'll leave these because they're all puns and I don't want to waste more time. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with?
Even after everything I did, you still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you.
I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now.
Oh my goodness, who are all these kids? All these little childrens.
With perennial harvest gone,
Jeff's
the
wild
transportation
ride.
tubes were left unused.
Nice job, Jeff.
Come on, come out. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw Denias Tatias.
And that's good?
It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines has become a bug capital of this country.
Wow, good. And it's still all boarded up. You can still throw mushrooms at the fence, though. Oh, and they boarded up over here, too. Or fenced it off. Let's go get Beck. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in? It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. I wonder what it could be. Oh wow, a tree! My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should be okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. It is perfect. It's very sweet. Let's go put this tree where it belongs. And put a nice little bow on this beautiful little story. Oh, man. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Ah, you got it. That's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this rides on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
Oh, narrator. It's okay.
I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words.
Oh,
Let's just watch the end together.
I'd like that. Let's all do that. Done. good little treat.
The best little treat.
Thank you, children. This means a lot.
Yeah, thanks. For everything.
Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good?
Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling?
Everyone keeps asking me that.
I'm fine. Really.
Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello.
Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you.
I know. You don't even have to say it.
You two make an awesome pair.
Excuse me. We're a trio now.
Yep. Thanks.
There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group.
Missing?
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic.
Oh, God. I won't be long.
We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer.
You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud.
I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad?
Not a night goes by that I don't.
Are you ever afraid you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice?
No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people had planted it. I'll give you two a moment.
Hey, Dad. Dr. Moodwell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believe in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand.
And so, the story of Beacon Pines comes to a close. Thank you all so much for coming on this beautiful adventure. And from the bottom of my heart, take care of yourself. And please, as always, take it easy and peace.
Thank you, each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this series. I cannot thank you enough. This is it, man. This is it. It's done, man. It's over. That's it. There's nothing left. If I push the A button, nothing gonna happen. I don't think. There we go. Woo! We did it. Oh man. Oh wow. I hope you enjoyed. Oh my god. Tearing up at the end there. Oh my god. Oh man, even if you've played this game before, it hits you. It hits you right in the feels right at the end there. Oh my god. Thank you all so much. Thank you for coming along on this adventure. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for all the everything, and just, you know, if you watched one, you watched them all, you came back, you subbed, you liked, whatever. Thank you all just for hanging out with me and just listening to me ramble, listening to me have a good time, and listening to me share this story with you. This is not the last one for sure. This is just the first one I wanted to share with y'all because I love this story. I love this story. I love this game. I love every little bit of it, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So thank you just for, if you watched it, thank you. That's it. Like I said earlier, I don't normally do the YouTube-y stuff, but please, if you watched this one, you watched all of them, you really did enjoy it, like, comment, subscribble, because I love getting subscribblers. That's what I'm gonna call you guys, subscribblers. I love it, subscribblers. I love it. Lick, condiment, and subscribble. There you go. But seriously, thank you so much. I'm an old school kind of guy, so I'm gonna definitely let these credits play out with this music. So I encourage you guys to finish watching this to the end because they're almost done. Because I think the backers are all that's left. So I encourage you guys to keep watching. I know I'm still talking, try and make it longer. But again, thank you so much for coming on this adventure. And all I have to say for everyone who made it this far is take it easy and peace. Love you, baby. Bye. This is goodbye.